Hello and welcome to the War Scholar segment of my Full Contact Nerd book chat, my daily book chat. Today we'll be going over military history books released today and history books released today, February 6, 2021. Um, and actually, since we didn't have many, just one for both military and general history, I added some released in the last few days that I didn't go over before. So, without further ado, here's military history that we have today, Forgotten Archives, and I'll be talking about them briefly. I'm just going through them right now so you can see what we're looking at. See what I find most interesting. If I had this in front of me, what I would pull from the shelf and take home with me to read. So we have this review of military vehicles, these Signal Corps from U.S. Army Signal Corps. And yeah, so that's a lot of high quality photos. And we have a book on British offenses in 1917. That looks interesting. Published by Rowman and Littlefield, 268 pages. So, like, pretty good info there. So between these two, what would I prefer? The pictures of the vehicle or British offensives? Did I say offenses before? Offensives. So, what do I want? What do I want? What would you choose between the two? Um, Also, I archived this on my YouTube channel, War Scholar 1945. So, this is a hard choice, actually. They both look cool. Um, I have to go for the words over pictures, generally. Tennessee's experience during the First World War. University Tennessee of Tennessee Press. This looks cool. I wonder. This is very narrow, and I generally choose more broader books over the narrow ones. Um, though this is an interesting take, World War I from this, state of Tennessee, people looking at like, what are we doing? So actually, I'll choose that because it's a different take on something that I've read a fair amount about Jetman, the making and breaking of Frank Whittle, RAF pilot, mathematician, inventor of jet engine and British hero. Published by Apollo, 560 pages. That is a big book. That is a deep study of this man, and the ratings are really good. Um, Dang it, Tennessee might lose out because I do find this interesting, and this is a big book with a lot of interesting World War II information and development of jet engines, and then the Bible in the American Civil War, published by Oxford University Press, where they are talking about um, how important the Bible was in the Civil War, and that is another very interesting topic because it's not really talked about much. Religion never gets talked about in war unless it's a war about religion. The importance of religion in what people do in war is often overlooked. So, hate to drop this one, but actually this is a topic I've wondered about a lot. So seeing a book on this is in the Civil War is cool. So Jetman unfortunately drops out, and today's choice is the Bible in the American Civil War, published February 1st. So there you have it. Now we'll do history books. Alright, and again, this is archived in YouTube War Scholar. So what do we have for general history? An activist visionary storyteller, and it's about his writing. Not familiar with this guy, so not really. Oh, let me go through all the. Alright, So, I don't know who this guy is, so this doesn't really draw me in. No book cover shown. Criminology of narrative fiction. Using narrative fiction for criminology studies. That's interesting. Policy Press. Short book. Contentious political economy of biofuels and fracking. So this is about the oil industry, Oxford. So I'm interested in biofuel because the Navy is looking into using biofuel for their ships, throwing off the yoke of oil, needing oil for their ships. That would really, if biofuel took off, that would really change what the Middle East is like and the importance of it in the world politics. This is a book I recommended back on February 2nd about this small town mobsters in America. So, since I recommended that before, I'm going to drop this, though it's still interesting to me. Community History of African America, 400 years. So, this looks interesting, but it's too broad. Like, I like broad, but this is almost too broad. 400 years of history in 500 pages. So that's almost too much. So I'm actually most interested in using narrative fiction in criminology. The ways in which criminological fiction provide knowledge of the causes of crime and social harm. Okay, so Fuel and Resistance, and this gets dropped, and the choice for today is Criminology of Narrative Fiction. So, there you go. Thanks for watching, and yeah, again, this will be on my YouTube channel, War Scholar 1945, and I'll be doing these every day, so we can talk about the books that you like and what I chose in the comments of that. Alright, thanks very much. And in a few minutes, I'll be doing my fiction studies review.